Hey there, it's Kathy with Be Creative Kathy, and surprise, I usually don't do videos on Tuesday mornings. However, although look, it's afternoon now. I was supposed to go on at 11, but anyway, late is always great. I'm going to do a special series of Christmas in July. I had my Christmas in July in-person class last Sunday, a couple days ago, and I thought I would come on here and do a Christmas in July special on Facebook, and then of course I'll post these to YouTube. And so I have 3 cards for you. I'm going to make a card today, I'll make one Thursday, and I'll make one Friday, so we'll have a quick Christmas in July while it's still July. So this is the card we're going to make today, and you can see we're going to do some patchwork, and I have 3 different cards here, 3 different, just a little bit different. I thought they were all cute, so I wanted to share all of them, but that's what we're going to make today. And as I go, because if you come to an in-person class, everything's usually prepped and ready to go for you, but I'll show you what products I use to do what. And if you want to see a list of all the products and the measurements for classes, or for the cards, I'm sorry, you can go to my gallery, becreativewithkathy.com, and all the measurements and supply list is on there. And I'll put the link in a comment to that blog, or to that gallery post. So, okay, let's jump right in and get started. We're going to start. Here's my packet. I always give class members an envelope, and that way if they want to stamp on their envelope, they're more than welcome to. I don't stamp my envelopes because when it's time to send out the card, I can never find the right envelope, so I always send a blank envelope. Unless, of course, it's paper pumpkin, then I send pretty envelopes, but beside the point. Okay, Secrecy card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and we're going to just quickly fold that in half. And then we have a piece of cloud cover that has been embossed with that Halloween folder. I call it the Halloween folder because it came with the Halloween suite, but I think it looks really cute. Look how cute it is for Christmas. And that's called the Swirls of Magic. Love that embossing folder, and it's one of those big ones. So that's what I used for that. We're going to go ahead and just take some liquid glue and add that to the front. Whoop, I dropped it, of our card base. Just attach that right here. It doesn't have a top or a bottom, it's just fun swirls and stars all over. In fact, I keep calling it the Swirls and Star folder, which now I know that's not right, but okay. Other pieces in my packet. So I have a Secrecy. Let me show you the dies for these. This is the stitched stocking bundle. I'm trying to find the stamp set. Here it is. It looks like this. Excuse me. And this die set, look at all these dies that you can do all kinds of patchwork on. Super fun, I think. We're going to just do simple patchwork day. And then, of course, this is the stamp set, and I'm going to use this stamp here that says sending warm wishes this Christmas in a minute. Okay, so I've cut the stitch stocking. Well, I've cut the basic stocking. I've cut 3 times, and you might not see it on this one, but this looks like these. And we're going to cut these apart to make this patchwork onto our stocking. Okay, so I think that's what we're going to do now. I want to take my white piece, and that's what I'm going to attach my pieces to. So here, this one's easier to see. With the stitch stocking die, you can see that these pieces are almost separate. And it's very easy just to take your paper snips, and let me think where I want. I think I'm going to try to make it different than this one. So I'm going to use cloud cover for this part of the stocking right here. You just take and snip those little areas apart, and I like to do one at a time because when I was doing a bunch of them, I got my pieces mixed up and I wasn't sure which piece was which I'm probably just not that smart to get it straight. Probably wasn't as hard as I made it, but I'm gonna just snip together or snip apart each little piece. So then this piece I'm gonna set there. Now when you do something like this, I think I'm gonna put the light blue or the cloud cover star at the top too, so while I'm doing that. When you do something like this, you'll have enough little pieces and parts. In fact, at class, I had them share I cut out a blue cloud cover stocking and a blue Designer Series paper stocking, and two people made they each made a card out of those two pieces with even leftovers that I probably could have used for this card, but I didn't. I thought it might be nice for you to see how you can just take these little pieces, and this has taken way longer than it should to snip them apart. There we go. So now I'm going to put my star up here just like that. I think I want to do this little Designer Series paper square, and I'll put that in the center of my star. Little snips helps you take those little pieces out. There we go. And then I want to put one of the Designer Series paper. I think I'm going to put it on the toe and on the heel. And then maybe we're done. Let me look some more and make sure that I like what my patchwork looks like. So you can see how many pieces this is this toe here. And when you're attaching your pieces, just remember that the stitching goes toward the inside, and that makes it a little bit easier when you're putting your pieces onto your stocking if you haven't laid them out like I have. The ladies at class really seemed to have fun, at least I think they had fun, you know, just designing their own card and picking out their pieces to put onto their stocking. What do you think? Does it need some more? I think it does need, well, nope. I'm going to leave it just like that. I question, okay, we'll put the star around the star in the Designer Series paper. This just takes a little bit extra time to cut out that star, but I really think it needs it. So you can see these are all the pieces plus the star that I'm going to have left over. So I'm going to trim that star out of here, and then I'll put the surrounding on my card here. And if this is the most tedious part of the card, not too bad. The rest of it goes really quick. Did I get that one? Yep. Now we just have this little one right here. One that I thought I had that one, I guess not. There we go. Now, let go. There we go. So you see I could put all these pieces and make a second card. So now, what does that look like? And then we'll put the button. I think it looks fine. That's what I'm going to do. Although now I think I changed my mind and I don't want that star there. I think I want it like, maybe I want the, what do I want? I'm going to change my mind and put the cloud cover square in the center here. So one more little snip here, and I will have that ready, and then I will be happy. Just realized that I'm out of camera, and you don't need to watch me snip here. Now if you do like I did and you snipped your little star a little too much and now it's not one piece, no big deal. All you got to do is glue it together and it'll work still fine. Okay, so I have all those pieces there. Now I like it better. Okay, let's glue all these little pieces to the white base stocking. And then we'll have our patchwork stocking, and like I said, the hard part, or at least the main part of the card, ready to go. These aren't hard to line up. They all cut from the same die, so it makes it really easy to line up. Hi everybody, thanks for watching. I'm trying hard to go quickly so card doesn't take all day, so I'm not doing very well at the comments. You'll have to forgive me. A little bit of glue here, a little bit goes a long way. Put this right over here. Ta-da! And then we'll put that little cloud cover square in the center, and just like that, we have our patchwork all done. I think it looks really cute. I will save these for another card. Now, before I attach this to this, we're gonna put that stocking topper on her. I think that helps me get this into the right place. So this I have cut from the new Shimmery Stripes specialty paper. If you don't have this, this is a must-have for Christmas because it is absolutely beautiful. And you can use little pieces like this, and it gives your card just that little bit of shimmer that it needs, especially at Christmas time. Okay, now let's put the stocking on. And I know it's kind of fragile when you first cut it out, but once you attach it to this other layer, it's nice and sturdy, and look how cute my little stocking is. Okay, we're gonna put dimensionals on the back of that. Hello to everybody. I'm having trouble keeping up with comments because, like I said, I'm trying to do a quick card and not take up too much of your time. This one here. And if you join me late, I'm just gonna do a 3-day special sharing the 3 Christmas cards that I made at my July in-person class. So you'll see me more or less just put the packets together. Everything's all cut and ready to go. It just takes a little bit of stamping, a little bit of gluing, I guess. Right there. Okay, and I just realized I forgot to put my ribbon on there, so we're gonna do it a different way. Normally, maybe I can get this off. Dang it, that's why I don't talk. Oh, look, I can get it off enough to attach my little, yikes. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of glue there. Maybe, there we go. And I'm gonna just fold my ribbon in half. This is just 2 inches of Secret Sea faux ribbon, I think it's called. Oh, I don't remember, but there. I'm gonna just hold, and now look, it looks just fine. No one knew I had to rip that off and add it later. No more looking at comments, Kathy, pay attention. Okay, then some of my favorite products is these cute little buttons. And yay, I still have 6 left, but don't worry, they're on my order. I'll be getting more here soon. And where's my take a pic tool? Nope, that's not the right tip. There's the right tip. I'm gonna just pop a button off of here, and I'm gonna just put it right here in the center. Now, if you notice on this card, a little button up here is really cute too, but I like just the one for some reason. I'm gonna try to get my ribbon to stay in there. Okay, so now we need to do some stamping. So let's put my glue away, get out my stamps. I'm gonna show you real quick a sneak peek at a new stamp set that'll be available in the September through December catalog, and it looks like this. Is that not adorable? It has all the words. I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. It has all the words for all the seasons. There's Halloween, there's Thanksgiving, there's Christmas, there's New Year's, there's Valentine's. This is a card, or a stamp set, that I'm going to use over and over and again. And just so you know, if you know about the banner sayings, that coordinates with the 3 banner punch. That's what this is, coordinates with the 3 banner punch too. Great, great, great stamp. Okay, I'm gonna use this Holiday Wishes, and I already have it on a block just to try to save time. I'm gonna take my punch and actually punch all 3 banners from my puncher so I can decide which one I want on my card. I think, do I want the little this way, or do I want the little tag, or do I want the banner? Let's look. I think I want this one here with the flag at the end. And I've picked the Holiday Wishes stamp. Ink it up here in a little bit of Secret Sea. Do I want it this way? Do I want it this way? No, I want it this way. Okay. Decisions, decisions. Oh, and then watch, it's not going to fit on there. Oh, yes, it is, just right. Looky there. my little holiday wishes. And then on the inside of the card, using that stamp we talk about from the stamp set, again in Secret C, I'm going to stamp right here at the top. Beautiful, Kathy. It must be a good stamping day. Okay, then I have these 2 strips of cardstock. This one is cloud cover that I believe is 3/4 of an inch by 4, and a little piece of Designer Series paper that's a 1/2 inch by 4, because we need something on the inside of our card. And I thought the Designer Series paper with a little strip would look really cute. So we're going to just layer these 2, try to get them straight like that. And just layer these. I'm going to use my grid paper here on my glass mat so I can try to get it straight. We line it up like that. Looks pretty good. Just like that. Let's slap this onto the inside. There. And then on the front, if you looked at my cards here, you can see we had a choice of 2 different embellishments. These embellishments are the, oh, they're not, oh, there they are. The 2025 through 2027 flat pearls, that's these. And these little things here are the hues of blue flowers, which I think are really cute. And since I have 2 of the flat pearls, I'm gonna go ahead and use the hues of flowers on this one. Oh, wait. I gotta put my words on there first, so then I know where to put my embellishments. So let's stick this little banner. I put a dimensional on one side, adhesive on the other side, so that they're the same level here on my card. Look how cute that is. Now let's just add some of these little flowers, which I kind of think maybe a little bit look like snowflakes. I don't know, I think they're really cute. Oh, I like it just like that on the front of our card here. Okay, so there you go. There's card number 1, day number 1. Like I said, card number 2 will be on, think, Kathy, Thursday. Tomorrow I work, so I will be back Thursdays, probably sometime in the morning. Don't worry if you missed my video, you can always come back here to Facebook Live and catch it then, or I will post it onto YouTube so you can watch it there. Let me show you Thursday's card though real quick. I thought it came out really cute. It's a fancy fold. I have 2 samples because I made a sample and I made one in class, so it looks like this. And then when you open it, you have all those little sections that keep the Christmas greetings going. So there you go. This is a fancy fold. So I learned it from Dawn Griffin, but then I added a little bit of Kathy to it. So come on back. This is using, excuse me, the Merriest Tags bundle, and it's really fun. I'll show you how to use that bundle and make this card, like I said, Thursday morning-ish, depending how well I do in the morning. Okay, so thank you all for watching. I hope this gives you some inspiration and gets you started on all your Christmas cards for this season. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.